When I was a business major in undergraduate school, I remember my professors and family members saying, make sure that you graduate with at least a 3.0 GPA and everything will be all right. What did they mean by all right? I guess some things feel all right. Just look at my 2015 black on black Lexus GS over there. Excuse me for a minute. Sir, excuse me, sir! Why are you towing my car? I'm only 3 months late on my payments. Clearly, my bad financial choices have created a type of domino effect in my life. I really should have known better, because I've attended numerous financial literacy workshops hosted by the Urban Financial Services Coalition, also known as UFSC. Last spring, UFSC gave us facts like, according to the 2013 Consumer Financial Literacy Survey of the United States, directed by the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, only 2 in 5 adults say they have a budget and keep close track of it, while only 59% of adults give themselves a grade of an A or B of their knowledge of personal finances. And when it comes to the African American community, many are not in good financial standing because they do not properly manage their money. The guest speaker, Deidre Muhammad, director of the Economic Department and executive director of the Financial Freedom Center for the NAACP, said that 42% of in-debt African American households report using their credit cards for basic living expenses like rent, groceries, or utilities because they didn't have enough money in their checking accounts. Am I about to become a statistic? As I look at this information from the workshop entitled Money, Wealth, and Financial Empowerment, the facilitator first quoted Margaret Banana, who said, being rich is having money. Being wealthy is having time. When I think about it, I cannot build a strong financial legacy unless I first understand the difference between what it means to be rich and what it means to be wealthy. But before I do that, I must first read about some of the top financial tools that I could use to better manage my money and create wealth. So I see here that computer applications can be very beneficial in money management. Some of the major ones are PNC Virtual Wallet, PayPal Mobile, Mint Personal Finances, and the Fidelity app. With these apps, I can create a budget, view how much I am saving, spending, transfer money, and receive my free credit score. Some of these apps will also enable me to view my investments and trade stocks. The best part about all of these apps is that they are all free. Oh, how I love anything that's free. Next is reevaluating my banking needs and making sure I have the one that is best for me. Financial editor Gene Chansky said that larger banks offer more ATMs and lower interest rates on savings accounts, while smaller banks might be less convenient but offer lower fees. Meanwhile, online-only banks might be able to offer higher interest rates but lack personal presence. So I guess the question is, what is Maliik looking for when it comes to his overall banking needs? But before I download another app or decide whether or not to switch my bank, I may need to sit down with a financial advisor. Financial advisors are valuable money management tools for discussing investments, estate planning, budgeting, and getting out of debt. We may feel inspired and empowered by all this do-it-yourself literature, but sometimes before you get started, you may need to sit down and talk to someone who could translate all that you have been reading. Speaking of reading, did you know that blacks read financial magazines 28% more than other consumers and spend an average of 87 minutes online looking at websites related to finances and investments, which is 12% higher than the overall market? However, African Americans are least likely to participate in purchasing common financial products, such as first mortgages and stocks. We literally have financial information right at our fingertips. But as financial reporter Kara Stevens said, there is a disconnect between curiosity and participation. Well, I know a few people that are making sure that current and future generations make better financial decisions. For example, there is Melody Hubson, president and chairman of the board of Ariel Investments LLC, which manages billions of dollars in assets each year. There is also Dr. Boyce Watkins, finance professor at Syracuse University, an expert in wealth management. Dr. Watkins is a national financial commentator for networks like CNN and MSNBC. I believe that these two, along with other financial experts like Michelle Singletary and Kevin Boston, are helping to close the wealth gap of the African diaspora. Well, as I look at this information, I agree with the writers from MillionaireActs.com, who said the main difference between being rich and being wealthy is knowledge. Wealthy people know how to make money, but rich people only have money. Rich people are motivated by money, but wealthy people are motivated by their dreams, purpose, and passion. So, as I look at this information, I can develop a list of money management strategies for beginners. They would be, first, get organized. Get a binder, some dividers, and some paper. Make monthly and yearly goals, and save receipts from your banking accounts. Track your spending. Start with this, then move to an app. Second, use automated payments to ensure that all of your bank bills are paid on time each month. Doing this will help you save more money than any other way. Third, plan ahead for big-ticketed items like a new car. Waiting until you have cash reduces financial stress, and it creates a nest for unexpected costs like repairs. Fourth, stop receiving emails from your favorite retailers. Some of these e-alerts entice you to spend even more than some television commercials. And lastly, do not be afraid to say no to your family and friends. When you are trying to balance your budget, they just become another financial obligation. So just say no. Speaking of money, I have a job interview in an hour. Does anyone want to give me a ride? Or at least let me use their phone to call an Uber. Not only was my car repossessed, but now my phone has been turned off. Learn from me. Start now and build your financial legacy. Manage your financial affairs with discretion, and be sure to live within your means. Trust me, you don't want to be a statistic, and you want to avoid this domino effect. I have to go. Taxi!